We're here at a college campus that has more chapels than others have dining halls. We're gonna show you a $25 million Catholic center right next to an NCAA football stadium, a college campus with Father Mike Schmitz, and a few more so we can see if the experience at a state-of-the-art Catholic center is worth the investment over an older, smaller one. Our first stop is at a campus that doesn't even have a Catholic center, so they do everything at a student's house.
We are currently in the Frassati house. This is where we kind of have events and things like that.
We host like weekly game nights. We've had fish fries that make up to like 60 or 70. We kind of have like a fake room where we have Archbishop of Aquila.
Who's this guy right here?
You have our Pope right here. A little mangled. Every person who's lived here in the past has a saint or icon that they have up. We 3D print these. Got some Mary things. There's a octopus. I feel like a child showing some of my toys. Over here is the chapel, so we go down here.
The students and missionaries at Colorado School of Mines have created a literal underground church to make up for not having a Newman Center. Even though they need to rent space on campus for Sunday Mass, they've gotten creative with the space they have, including a pottery shed confessional thanks to an entrepreneurial landlord.
Shout out Judy Madison, shout out Fireworks.
The pottery actually looks really nice.
There's everything you expect to see in a confessional and a lot of other things you don't expect to see in a confessional.
Our next stop is the University of Minnesota Duluth, famous for their hockey team and campus chaplain. The Newman Center here is bursting at the seams as it's currently packed into a 1,700 square foot house that Zillow says is worth just under $350,000.
So we're gonna take you downstairs. We got our shoe room right here. We don't want people like tracking snow.
What's the most shoes you've seen at one time?
Probably 50 to 60 shoes here at the same time. Did you guys take one of my shoes?
There's legit only one of his shoes is here, Noah.
Nice.
Oh man.
We love snacks.
Sure.
And we love sacristies. But we're limited by space. Sacristy, right there.
Okay.
You gotta make sure you look good first. So we do a little fit check.
Sure.
Fit check going in and then fit check going out. So this is our first one going in. So we have everything that we need for Mass. So we've got candles for the Mass, we've got the wine, the host, we've got all of the snacks that we need, all of Father's clerics, his chasubles.
What is your go-to snack?
My go-to snack, I'd probably go for these Ritz crackers. Cheers. This is our bathroom. We've got the confessional here. So we use this little light switch. We don't want your confessions being heard. So we turn on this fan. It's perfect. Essentially, this is like a hangout space. So it's called the leather room. People are coming out of the chapel when they just got done praying.
Very holy.
Rachel,
yes.
was it 2 or 3 hours of prayer today?
Yeah.
Okay. We got a Bible study wall over here, so people can come in and see like, hey, who's our Bible study leaders? We've got around 40 Bible studies with missionaries and students in total.
This chapel was easily the most famous we visited thanks to that one YouTube priest who did COVID masses in there. But this building is just one of many that Bulldog Catholic has bought out as they prepare to build an even bigger Catholic center. Father Mike sat down with us to share some thoughts. But before that, let's visit the house next door, as well as the gym in between.
So welcome in. We want to make sure our students are fit, not only spiritually, but also physically is really important. So we'll do some pull-ups.
The beauty of marriage. This is it. Come on.
So actually we recently remodeled our basement. Before it was a student's bedroom.
So did you guys see the cow costume on the floor right over there? We had this event called the Chicken Party, but Abby had a cow costume on. Our teammate Jack had a chicken costume on, right? And so we had an awesome turnout, like 300 people came.
These are some of my favorite pictures of our priests.
Okay.
Right here we have Father Mike in St. Louis last year at Seek.
Is Father Mike here right now?
Now this is where the current Newman House sits. So what we have had has been really blessed by the Lord. There's something about having a house where once people get past the front door, it's like, oh, this is home. And at the same time, it's hard to get past the front door. That's one of the limitations. We don't have the space for the number of students who want to be part of the community.
We've still got 3 more campuses to visit, including one that inspired Father Mike's vision that we just saw. But before that, we're headed to a Catholic center that's only 4 blocks from Taylor Swift's old New York City apartment in Greenwich Village. While we have no idea how much this one's worth since it's actually on NYU's campus, they do have a painting from a famous actor's dad, so that's something.
This is a painting that Robert De Niro's father did.
De Niro, 62.
Yes, and that's about it. That's all I know. That is my expertise on this painting.
Greg and I lead Bible studies in that corner.
This is where we lead Bible studies.
As you can see, thank you. Thank you, Greg, for that demonstration. We, right now, are kind of, I'd say in the heart of New York City. We are just south of Washington Square Park.
So this is like our common room.
Who do we have here?
Good old Mama T.
Mama T?
Yes.
We are on the first floor of a building called Kimmel. The Archdiocese of New York owns that side that we were just through, as well as this side, which holds our chapel. It is a really good spot because it is right next to the south side of Washington Square Park. And so people are walking by here all the time.
Leaving the big city, we're headed somewhere a little more rural. Sitting next to an NCAA football stadium, the brand new Catholic Center at Oklahoma State University was just completed last year and cost a whopping $25 million to build.
So when you walk in this door, right here it says, "When I was a stranger, you welcomed me." Welcome. This is our vocations wall over here. All these are priests that are currently serving in the diocese that graduated from Oklahoma State University. 2 monks, some religious sisters. This building, this room over here, is called the Hoftorium. So we took 2 words, Hofbrauhaus, which is a German beer hall, and Praetorium, which is a thinking place. But a guy spent 2 months just making these. Beauty attracts. People want to walk in here. We had just last week 150 students from a world religion class in here. Go Pokes. This is called the St. Thomas Aquinas Thinking Quad. Casual, put up your feet environment spaces. We went around 8 to 10 other Catholic student centers and interviewed students and said, if you could rebuild your student center now, what would you do? And they said, less rooms, bigger space. And we did that.
And you just did it.
And we did it. We did it, Jinsky. But we built this room. Every Tuesday evening is packed with college students preparing to become Catholic at Easter. And right now, we're up to about 52. We created an environment where people would feel comfortable being in their church all the time. This doesn't look like a home. The hallways are super duper spacious, but I'm gonna take you in here because this room up here is an apartment with no shower and no bedroom. No one can live here. You get to share life here. Come here's the patio. So St. John, it's right in literally the heart of campus. I think they call that a football stadium. They can hear our bells across campus. Quasimodo up there.
As Father Carey put it, all of this space would be in vain if it wasn't leading students to Christ. That's why the most impressive part of this entire building is the church. More than just a chapel, this replica of an Italian cathedral on the outside is filled inside with Eucharistic imagery from the book of Revelation.
When you go into the house of the Lamb, you see something. There's a lamb on an altar that looks like it is slain, and blood and water are flowing out of the side of the lamb. We want college students to be grafted to Jesus Christ and then go and bear rich fruit on that college campus right across the street.
Meanwhile,
this is a meme board that we use on campus. We have sticky notes that students will put their name next to how they're feeling. We'll sit down and next to a prayer bench, we'll just hold this up, 3 prayers.
Our last stop is to one of the oldest Catholic schools in the country. Even with 89% of students identifying as Catholic, there is still a great mission field. Because of this, the campus features over half a dozen chapels and prayer spaces, thanks to their endowment of over $100 million. Our journey here starts at the JP2 Student Center, but that's only the beginning.
5, 6, 7, 8. Ravens are flying high in the sky. Hear them on their way. Hey, hey, hey.
So most campuses just have this. How does this comparable to other Newman centers around the country?
Well, what Benedictine says is the whole campus is a Newman Center. The coins are St. Benedict medals blessed and miraculous medals blessed, and they form around the campus as like a rosary walk. There's a chapel in almost every dorm, but it is Benedictine's intention to build a chapel in every dorm, so it's on the way. We're going to the Abbey Church where we have Mass. We do have monks on campus. They live in this Abbey. Some of them will come out, some of them teach classes, but the majority of them, they stay in the Abbey. Yeah, like we even have some students who are of different faiths like Islam or Hinduism here on campus that we've also encountered. Right now, a couple of students are coming to Mass with us and going to Bible studies.
Every campus we visited had its own unique spin on what a Catholic center can be. While amazing things were happening at each campus we visited, there's some definite advantages to having a space purpose-built for mission. But like Father Mike said, sometimes a smaller Catholic center feels like home. Let us know your favorite Catholic center in the comments, whether we went there or not. And click the link in the description to find a missionary at your campus to help get plugged into your community.
For your penance, like and subscribe to Focus on YouTube.